What's going on, guys? Crypto Renegade here. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you about Altair connecting real-world assets as NFTs on Kusama. Let's get into it. But before I jump into the content, I just completely revamped my website, bitcoinlockup.com, as you can see on the screen. There is some exciting stuff coming, and you can always preview my newest videos there before they hit YouTube or any other platform. There's also going to be some bonus exclusive content coming shortly that will not be available anywhere else.
And here we go.
Welcome back. So in some of our last videos, we talked about some different Polka projects and their impacts on the crypto ecosystem. We also covered Solana projects, different Cosmos projects, and dug deeper into NFTs. Today, we're going to be looking at Kusama, Polkadot's wild cousin, and the projects that are sliding under the radar on this very expensive test network. Today, I wanted to touch on Altair, which is connecting real-world assets as NFTs on Kusama, what it is, how it connects to Centrifuge, why it was created, and ultimately why you should start paying attention.
Okay, well, my master plan is... Eric, pay attention!
So what is Altair? Altair combines the industry-leading infrastructure built by Centrifuge to finance real-world assets, or RWA, on the Centrifuge Chain, with the newest experimental features before they can actually go live on Centrifuge. Altair is built using Substrate and will have nearly the same code base as Centrifuge, just like Kusama is to Polkadot. It's an experimental network for users who want to test the bounds of asset financing. From art NFTs to undiscovered assets, Altair enables users to tokenize their most experimental assets and then finance them. It is the next step for anyone looking to unlock financing for their assets. Interoperability is the key to increasing liquidity in DeFi as a whole. Altair will bridge across Kusama, Polkadot, Ethereum ecosystems to allow access to financing wherever it might be available. In the future, Altair can connect more and more projects across all ecosystems. Using Kusama to allow anyone to access DeFi liquidity, the more connected chains, protocols, and dApps are, the greater the flow of liquidity will be. In simple terms, it's the home for financing assets on Kusama, built for risk takers and innovators who dare to push the limits of DeFi. It's also powered by the Air token. So what exactly does Altair do? Using Altair, anyone can tokenize their assets and use them as collateral to access financing through TinLake, their asset-backed lending dApp. Users originate individual non-fungible assets used as collateral for loans, and Altair connects users to the DeFi ecosystem on Kusama and enables borrowing from many other protocols. Crowd loans is fairness in DeFi if you think about it. Crowd loans is a unique innovation that secures the investor and the investor's interests, ensuring both are on the winning page. Unlike ICOs, where the funds remain under the control of the project's founders. The Kusama base layer secures funding, meaning there wouldn't be any foul play. In this arrangement, the supported team must deliver on the project once they receive the maximum amount or hard cap indicated before the campaign begins. Throughout the crowd loan campaign period, contributors would continue sending transferable KSM to the campaign's index. This continues until the hard cap is attained and the project's creators are permitted to lease a relay chain slot. Let's talk about Altair incentives. With Altair winning and becoming an official parachain in Kusama, all transferable KSM, precisely 187,000 KSM, have been locked for the duration of the lease. Funds would be redistributed at the retirement phase at the end of the 48-week leasing period. Altair incentivized contribution by allocating 18% of the total supply to KSM contributors. For every 1 KSM contributed, the voter receives between 420 and 440 Air tokens. Moreover, there's a 10% bonus for those who participated in voting for the project in the first 48 hours. Besides token rewards, Altair also distributed limited edition NFTs to early voters. Altair is to Centrifuge what Kusama is to Polkadot, an experimental chain using nearly the same exact codebase that allows users to test the bounds of their asset financing. The team behind Altair wants to enable users to tokenize the most experimental of assets, ranging from novelty NFTs to something that hasn't been created yet, and finance them to expand the reach of the DeFi ecosystem. Now, let's cover some of the Altair tokenomics. Now, before I give you the reported numbers of the crowd loan, here is what Reddit had to say on the matter. Quote, Altair tokenomics, as you can see. Okay, so for anyone who doesn't know about Altair, 46.7% of tokens are given to Centrifuge users at launch. The Kusama crowd loans account for nearly 15.8% of rewards. The majority of initial coins given out are not going to people who join the crowd loan. I also heard that a lot of people who bought Centrifuge dumped it after the snapshot and will most likely do the same when they receive their Altair. Close quote. Now, here's what's reported officially. As you can see with the Air token distribution, to distribute the Air token, the Altair network will take a snapshot of the balances on Centrifuge Chain to distribute Air tokens to CFG token holders, one Air to one CFG. In addition, Air will be distributed to crowd loan participants up to a maximum of 80 million Air. You will need to use your KSM in order to get skin in the game. For every KSM that is contributed to the Altair crowd loan and locked for 48 weeks to secure the Altair parachain slot, 400 Air will be rewarded. Here is a snapshot on your screen of the reported token distribution. Also, Air crowd loan rewards are shown as the maximum cap. With that said, Altair is now the 9th parachain officially on Kusama. The project is now the 9th parachain officially and the winner of the hotly contest auction slot on Kusama, a feat for the most ambitious protocol. Kusama parachain auction data shows that Altair amassed over 67.8 million worth of KSM from over 11K contributors to emerge on other equally quality top projects. So let me bring this full circle for you and answer the question, how does Altair connect directly to Centrifuge? The untapped multi-trillion-dollar market of real-world assets, RWA, is now entering DeFi through Centrifuge, the first protocol to connect DeFi to the real world. Businesses are using Centrifuge today to access the liquidity that DeFi offers, while investors finance assets for an attractive yet stable yield.
A higher purity means a greater yield. That's $130 million of profit.
Centrifuge has the highest TVL in the entire Polkadot ecosystem and will be among the first to launch a live parachain on Polkadot. Centrifuge Chain is built on Polkadot for speed and low fees, while its financing DApp Tinlake is built to access the massive liquidity on Ethereum. The native token CFG has its own bridge to Ethereum. Kusama? Polkadot? Centrifuge? Sounds like Kusama's Air token is already proving the real value of leveraging your NFTs for even more resources. This changes absolutely everything we know and understand about NFTs now and what they are capable of in financial markets. That's why Centrifuge is in my top 10 crypto holdings personally. And go ahead and click right here to watch my video on Centrifuge and how it all connects to Altair and Kusama in the top right corner. See you guys in that video right now. Crypto Renegade out.